Okay, so I'm gonna be reacting to my Spotify Wrapped for 2021. This is actually my very first Spotify Wrapped because I only got Spotify this year because Spotify became a thing in my country this year. So I'm really excited to see, it. I don't know why. I'm so excited. Even if it's something so small, but yeah, I'm excited to see. So over here we have see how you listened in 2021. So let's check it out. So okay, nice. 2021, Wrapped, and action. Okay, so it says the opening credit themes for my movie is Lose by Wano, which is literally the best. Honestly, it's the best song to be chosen for the opening theme song for my movie. Like, because everybody has said that how Wano's Lose sounds like it belongs in a spy thriller Mission Impossible type of movie. So I am so happy that Lose is part of my movie soundtrack. Then you have Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo as the song you proclaim your love in the rain, which is so weird because Traitor is all about how Olivia Rodrigo is singing about how the boy betrayed her. So it's a weird song to be singing to the one you love, but okay, I'll go with it. The song played as you face off against your rival dance crew, ASAP by Stacy. Okay. It honestly makes sense that I would rival off in a dance-off with ASAP by Stacy. Makes a perfect song because everybody and their mothers was dancing to the song on TikTok. So, makes perfect freaking sense. Then you have, oh my god, it says I spent 31,836 minutes listening to music, and that is more than 99% of other listeners in my country. So that is insane that I listen to that much music. But I should not be shocked because, man, my god, I listen to music literally all the time. So, yes. And then you have my most played song, which, yes, it is After School by Weekly, and I've listened to it 82 times this year on Spotify. So, yeah, I'm not surprised because this song is super freaking addictive, so I can see why I've been listening to it over and over and again. So, oh my god, my top 5 songs are number 5 is Rollin' by Brave Girls. I had no idea Rollin' would make it to the top 5, but congrats. Number 4 is So Bad by Stacy. Carried all the way from 2020 to 2021 is So Bad by Stacy. Number 3 is Next Level by aespa. Oh my god. And my second most listened to song is ASAP by Stacy. I have 2 Stacy songs in my top 5. And my most listened to song is After School by Weekly, which does not shock me at all because I love that song. Been obsessed with it. Wow. My top 5 is all girl groups. I should not be shocked. I really should not be. Okay, it says my audio aura. Your top moods are dramatic and wistful. Okay, so what does wistful mean? I know what dramatic means, but let's look up what wistful means. Means showing pensive sadness. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Dramatic and wistful. Yeah. What a nice way to say that I'm depressed. So, yeah, thank you, Spotify, for that. Okay, it says I've listened to 35 different genres this year. Really? In the wise words of Hyungwon, I thought the only genre I listened to this year was K-pop. So that's interesting. My top genres are number 5 is K-pop girl group. Doesn't surprise me. 4 is Korean OST. Again, does not surprise me. Anime. I was not expecting to see anime here, but makes sense given because I do love anime. Number 2 is dance pop. Wow, I've never thought of myself as somebody who listens to dance pop a lot. And of course, number 1 is K-pop. No shocker there. Oh my god, apparently the song I binge listened to the most was Loser Lover? Really? By TXT? I know I Love You, I would have understood, but Loser Lover, but kind of makes sense because it was my first comeback, really being a huge MOA. Okay, it says I listened to 683 different artists, but things got pretty serious with one. We all know who that is because Monsta X has started to play. Whoops, I spoiled it for you guys. Whoopsie. Oh my god, yes, my top artist is Monsta X. You are in the top 1% of their listeners this year. Top 1% of their listeners. Oh my god, that is so cool. You spent a total of 1,480 minutes with them and just couldn't get enough of Addicted. Oh my god. You could say I was addicted to Monsta X. I really was. My top 5 artists. Number 5 is SF9. No shock there. Number 4 is ITZY. Also, not really surprised. Number 3 is Tomorrow by Together or TXT. TXT really made their way to my hearts this year. Number 2 is Twice. Nice, awesome, my favorite active girl group. And okay, so this is the overall Spotify wrap that everybody shares on their social media. So top 5, we've gone through this. SF9, I would have expected SF9 to be much higher, but I think it's mainly because the other groups just released more music. Maybe that's why. Then ITZY at number 4. ITZY released some of my favorite songs this year. Tomorrow by Together, again, they just snuck their way into my heart. Then you have Twice. Twice released some of my favorite albums this year. So yeah, obviously I've been listening to Twice over and over and over again. And Monsta X, it's like I listen to them all the time, and their music is good all the freaking time. So I'm not even shocked Monsta X is number 1, because out of the 5 groups here, my ultimates are Monsta X and SF9. So yeah. And these are all groups that I like collect albums from, so that is interesting. I thought that maybe STAYC would have made it into my top 5, but I think the reason why STAYC did not make it into my top 5 for artists is mainly because they just don't have that much music compared to SF9, ITZY, Tomorrow by Together. If STAYC had way more songs, then I feel like they would have been in my top 5 artists. I definitely think STAYC would have been in my top 5 for artists if, they had released more music this year, because you saw how SoBad and ASAP both were in my top 5 for favorite girl group songs. I'm kind of sad Wano is not in my top 5 for artists. I really am, but again, I think it's the same reason why STAYC is not in my top 5, and that is because Wano just does not have as much music as, let's say, SF9, ITZY, Tomorrow by Together, which I can just go back and listen to over and over and over again. The reason why the top 5 is the top 5 is because I listen to their whole discography over and over and over again, but with Wonho and STAYC, there's just less songs to listen to over and over again. So that's why Wonho did not make the top 5, which is really, really sad, but hopefully Wonho will make the top 5 next year. I will make it a mission to make sure Wonho is in my top 5 for artists next year. So yeah, and by next year, hopefully Wonho will have a larger discography that I can just listen to over and over again. He just released another song today, which I'll definitely check out, and I'm really excited to check out. And as for top 5, let's go through Rollin' by Brave Girls. Yeah, Brave Girls' Rollin' is so good and addictive. I understand why it blew up the way it did. And yeah, at first I wasn't really vibing with the song, but the more I listened to it, the more absolutely obsessed I became with it. And I'm still not tired of Rollin' by Brave Girls. I was not expecting it to be top 5, but I'm kind of glad it is. And Still Bad by STAYC, literally one of my favorite songs released last year, and it's very obvious that I'm still not over this song in 2021 because it's so good, and in my opinion, it's still my favorite STAYC song. Like, it is, okay? I still think out of the 3 STAYC songs, ASAP, Stereotype, and So Bad, all 3, which are incredible songs, I still think So Bad is my personal favorite. Then you have Next Level by aespa, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I obviously like Next Level a lot. It's my top 3. But I think the reason why Next Level is so high in my most listened to songs is because I needed to get used to Next Level. Because Next Level is the kind of song that is kind of weird, and, it's kind of like Girls' Generation's I Got a Boy, where it's like so many things at once. So that's the reason why I've been listening to Next Level over and over again, so that I can get used to it and be really into it. But the thing is, the more I listen to it, the more I genuinely enjoyed it. But it is definitely a song that made me listen to it over and over and over again, because it's like that. Also, it's very addictive. So I understand why Next Level is top 5, but I feel like it wouldn't have been top 5 if it wasn't for the fact that I listened to it a lot just so I could get the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Number 2 is ASAP by STAYC. I feel like ASAP by STAYC also, really great song. I'm not saying it's not in the top 5 because it's not a good song. Obviously, I like it a lot. It's in my top 2 for crying out loud. I feel like just like Next Level, ASAP was a song I wasn't really vibing with at first, so I listened to it over and over again to get used to it. And the more I listened to it, the more I started liking it. And yeah, that's why ASAP is here. Love ASAP. And after school, I loved it on the first listen, and I just kept listening to it over and over and again. And obviously, I loved listening to it all the freaking time. Of course, I'm taking a small break from a song so that I don't grow sick of it. But it is so good, and I feel like it really does deserve to be in my top 5 for, girl group songs. And since there is a lack of boy group representation in my top 5 for K-pop songs, or just songs in general, I would have definitely wanted to see Lose by Wano in my top 5. I would have liked to see It Starts Today by Hwang In-yeop in my top 5, because that's one of my favorite songs released this year, or All In by DKB, or A Dark Dream by Elast. Like, I feel like those songs could have been in my top 5 if it wasn't for the fact that I listened to ASAP and Next Level over and over again just so I could get the hang of it. So, yeah. But yeah, that is the Spotify Wrapped. Also, here is a screen recording of all of my most listened to songs, like the whole playlist that Spotify made. So, yeah, all of the songs are here. But yeah, that was my Spotify Wrapped. Let me know in the comment section below if you are a user of Spotify, what your Spotify Wrapped look like. And hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video, which will come soon, by the way. Okay, bye.